Okay, hi. So we are going to try and create this is one of the things that I've done before. So I'm just going to show you how I'm going to do it. How you're going to do it. It's very simple. As I said, it's very simple, like extremely simple. It's the same technique I use for most of my designs. It's not like I use it for every design, but it's very simple. So that's what I'm just trying to say. So let me just go straight into it. I couldn't get this exact image I used the last time, so we'll stick with just these legs here. Then we'll try and see how we can tweak it and find our way through it. Now I have two different colors here. Probably that might monochromic colors, so they are on the same spectrum or on the same range, like that, something like that. So it's like moving from the darkest to the brightest, or from the brightest to the darkest. So that's what I mean. So we have those ones, and we want to use it in such a way that we blend them, as moving from the dark to the light. And also while blending them, we also see ways to apply effects to different, or to the two main objects or two main assets. So I'm going to show you what I mean. Now let's establish a background by drawing a background. So you can also put the scale here as 1080 by 1350, and that's it. To ensure it's here, you can position it to be in the center so it fits well into that frame. Now the base background, that's the one at the end there, is the one that we're going to be using the darkest on. So we are going to choose this color here. We'll come to this tool here, we click, ensure it's highlighted, come here and you choose that color there. So you can use any color of your choice. If you want, you can use any color of your choice. So we already have that. Then now we are going to draw a different shape, or a rectangular shape. In that case, we'll draw a rectangle here and we'll assign this color to it. So the bright color there. In case it's not too bright enough, you could tweak it. All you need to do is change this to HSB, or you could also use RGB, but I prefer using HSB so I see the saturation, the brightness, and also the hue of it. So that could also work. So you could adjust this to like that. Good. Now we have these two colors. Now what we want to do is, now we want to blend them. I've showed you before in blend. In case this, I'm still going to show you again. So we are going to blend them. We're going to select the two of them. We come to blend here, or you go to object instead, and you go to blend, and you go to make blend. Now that's where the blending is, but it has done like about 50% of the job. But we need this effect where we see all this like spiral stuff like that. We need that effect to be in picture. So what we need to do is that we double click, so isolate the layer, so we have the two layers like that. Make sure it's still there. Then now what we want to do is that we want to go to effects, we want to go to distort and transform, then roughen. Now roughen, this is where we begin to, it applies a roughen effect on the edges of it, and the more the size of it is, the more deep it gets into the object, or into the assets that we have, or yeah, the object like that, or the elements instead, but just the object, you understand what I mean. So the more I increase it, the more it distorts it. So we don't want that to be too much. We want it to be about this range. And we can also increase the details. So how much of it do you want it to be at the edge, or something like that. So if you check in this, picking this as a reference, you see that it's not that much. I think 30 is enough for it. And we could, if you want it smooth, if you want it cornered, I think cornered would be enough. Yeah, I think cornered would be much better. Now, but in this case now, the blend is less, or it's not much compared to what we have here. So we can come to this blend tool here, double click on it, drag it here, and change this smooth to specified step. Then we can begin to increase it, and as we continue to increase it, we continue to see more of the shapes being duplicated. So the blend has more layers in between the first and the last one. So that's what it means. So I think this is enough. 4 is enough. Then we can also, in case it's not giving us the one we have here, you could still tweak it. When you double click, it isolates that layer. So you isolate it. When you see this gray here, you isolate the layer. So you can also adjust the roughen in case you are not getting, I think it's too much of the details here, like so. Yeah, okay, like so. And the blend, we can still double click and add the blend if we want to. Good. So it also works in so if you probably are adjusting it, it will be adjusting to the shape. You also can, you understand, to tweak it like this. So in this case, you can tweak it like so, and you have that there. So now let's introduce our image. So this is just a simple stuff. So I'm going to show you that we can introduce our image, so begin to see other techniques that we could try here. So already you see that your job here is like almost done. Then we can now position it to where we want it. So as the legs is here, so let the whole focal point be this place. We can also increase it, and like so. Double click there, and you could drag it down, and like so. So I think this is good. Then for the shape that was created here, before we go into this is somewhat very simple. So we're going to do this, and then we'll come back. So we'll create an ellipse. We draw the ellipse here, and you could clean that and make it 10, and we could change the color to one of this. So we need to add it to the swatch panel. So as you select the two of them, you come to fill, you come to swatches, and you come to the folder here, and you can rename it if you want. So it's been added to the swatch panel. So you could click on this and come to strokes and select that color for it. So that's one thing. And then we are going to duplicate it. We can say Ctrl C, Ctrl F means paste, copy and paste in front. So we can scale it by holding on Alt and Shift. So Alt to keep it at the center, while Shift to scale it at proportion. And so we have it like that. So like that. And in case it's looking too big, you can also reduce it to 10 there. In that case, or yeah, that's it. So they're the same. And we can, or in case 10 is not good, 15 I think would do. Now what we did there, where we had like circles rounded, it's straightforward. We can also draw one circle here. We can make this the 10 initially, and then we just, when you bring your to the center here, it shows you this is the center of it. So if in case you can't see that, I think probably is when you deactivate your snap, where we have our snap there. So like snap to grid, ensure it's turned on. Ensure snap to grid is turned on. So that will also help you to navigate those ones. It's turned. Yeah. So when you select the object, and you see where the center is of that object. So that's it. You understand? So what are we going to do now? We are going to try and anchor it at this center. We go to our rotation tool and bring it to the center here, and hold on Alt and click, just normal click, not right click, left click. Then now you can move it, you can rotate it at that axis or on that anchor, and it turns like that. So we could say at angle 30, and we did select it, we didn't choose. So when we select this, ensure it's highlighted, you go to your rotation to come down to this side center, hold on Alt and click, and then we could put 30 and see how it is. It's not too close to the self, so you could say 15. 15 is too intersected, and you could say 25 and make a copy, and I think that's close. You could say Ctrl, and now when we have done that, we duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D number of times to rotate along that axis. With 25 it's not a perfect number, so I think 30 would be much better. Hold on that, and 30 and copy. So because we have 360, so we can just do that and have our duplicate. And so in case you feel they must intersect each other, you could deselect the two of this and ensure this is selected. Then you could increase their strokes or something like that. So there are different ways you could work with it. So that one is there. Then also we'll apply that technique for the lines at the edges that we do have, like this lines too. The same technique that we do have for our edges. So we are going to draw a line here, like so. You could change the cap to have a round cap there. That's when you click on the stroke, you select the cap here, and then we ensure we go to our rotate, which is our shortcut for it is R. Hold on your Alt and you click, and you could say 45 degrees is okay, and then make a copy and duplicate it around that circle. In case it's too close, you could select everything and deselect this one's too. Make sure it's selected. You could scale it up. Sorry, this guy should be selected and scale it out. And you could take that. Good. So we select all of them and we group them and they become one. And we go to object, and before we fill it or expand it, we go to object, we'll go to expand, and we'll go to okay. So we'll have one there, then that one, bring it here, and so we take it to the back by holding your control and press the open curly bracket. You could make it brighter in this case. In case it's not too bright for you, you could change the blend to anything that you want it to be. So we don't want it to be shouty, just want it to be like that. Then now we have our scribble tool. Our scribble here is just weave effect on it. So we're going to draw a line like so. Could apply this stroke on it, and line you could place it at the center here. We're going to duplicate it into 3. 1, 2, 3. So what I did is I hold on Alt, I dragged, then I press Ctrl D to duplicate the action that I did initially. So select the 3 of them. If you want, you can group them. If you want, you can leave them like that. You can say okay, and then we go into you want to go into wrap, you want to create waves, or if you want to go into here and you could go into zigzag, and then you could increase how intense the zigzag is by increasing the size. And if you want it to be smooth, then it can be smooth like so. So that could also work using the zigzag. If you want to also use the wave tool, let me show you the wave. Let's cancel this. We go into effect. Remember, I can also use effect here. When you see this FX, it's effects tool. We could go into warp, we could go into waves, and then we could increase the waves. Sorry, that is for horizontal. Sorry, vertical. Oh, it doesn't apply on strokes. Yes, sorry, I forgot about that. It doesn't apply on strokes, so you just stick to your zigzag that applies on strokes. You could group them afterwards and stuff like that. Yeah, so we leave that. And what else? I think that's all. The rest is just having your text added to it. So we could just add our text. We could say, let's just have our text added. So now okay, sorry for this. This effect is just the same effect here that's been applied on a smaller scale. So you can just have your circles. You can work with anything here. Let's apply this here and Ctrl C, Ctrl F, place in front, bring that there, and change this and select the 2 of them. And you could go into your object, you go into blend, you're going to make the shortcut is Alt Ctrl B, so you have that like that. And then if you want to go double click on that, you add an effect, go to this, and you go to okay, and then you could click out to come out of the isolation and blend the specified steps. Then you could increase your specified steps, and that's how you get this guy here. So you could bring that there, and then you could paste it here or something like here. Just paste it anywhere. So we have that, and what again, and then we'll have our text written there. We'll call it PPC. I don't know why my system is making that noise. PPC, let's use monument extended. Increase the font size, or we say foot. Okay, and place it. I will, sorry for the noise there, I will deactivate that noise afterwards. We could change that to white, scale it up, and what else? Foot. We could say shoes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Shoes meant. Is that how this spell meant? Hey, sorry. I think
20 minutes later.
Is it meant for you? Okay, just change it before you spell something different. Shoes for you to look good. Then scale it down. So designs like this, you don't see them anywhere because they are not the regular day-to-day designs you see. They are like exceptional, just like different. So place them at the center. So what I'm doing is I'm centralizing them. Shortcut is Control Shift C. That is centralized for Adobe Illustrator. Then we could have colors that pop. I think green pops very well here. That's why. Select green there, and we could select red here. Let's get out. We could use more intense red. Okay, to something like that, and yeah. So I think we're done with everything. The rest is just adding text and concluding your designs. So I will see you in the next one. I'll just speed up this process, and then I'll see you in the next one. So if you like the video, please you could also, I think you could share it to your friend. Yes, share it to your friend. So I see you in the next one.